Welcome back to How It's Done. Today we're going to be adding some outlets over here on the garage wall, and we're going to be adding an outlet in the ceiling so that we can install a work light. Now, we did buy a 3-gang pop-in box so that we can install 2 outlets and then a switch that will control the outlet up here on the ceiling that the shop light's going to be plugged into. So all you got to do is hit the switch and it will turn on the light. We're going to be grabbing power from the outlet that's already in the ceiling for the garage door opener. So let's hop up in the attic and get this started. This box right here, behind this blade, is what goes to the light in the garage. This box, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it that well, but this box underneath here, back down there, is actually the box that goes to the plug for the garage door opener. So we're going to add a wire here, run it probably back along here, and add a little box right there for a plug. What I'm going to do is drill just a little hole, move some of this stuff out of the way, but as you can see there is a little gap in the decking. So I'm going to drill a little hole through the ceiling there so I know about where I am up here. And then we'll use that as our guide for cutting the hole so that we can actually get the wire to it. And then just straight down here, we will be cutting a hole in the top plate, or drilling a hole in the top plate, and fishing the wire down the wall for the outlet. So let me get some of this stuff moved out of the way and I'll show you what we're doing with that. We've got a little hole drilled right here. And then if you look over here, you can actually see the top plate for that wall, and then this goes out into the soffit. So we're going to go down there, measure out the top plate. You can see that there's a stud right here because of where the nails are. So we'll measure out the wall, drill a hole in the top plate big enough to drop the Romex down, and we'll show you what that looks like. We got this little hole in the ceiling, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a measurement from the wall here to the hole, which is going to be the outside of this single gang pop-in box, and then using that measurement I'm going to mark out on this wall where I need to have this 3-gang pop-in, and that's going to tell me where to cut the hole. And as long as the hole I drill in the top plate is fairly in line with this, it'll fall within the same stud bay here so that I can drop the wire down. And we're going to be running 12-2 Romex, which is a hot, a neutral, and a ground from this plug to this future plug, and then we're going to be dropping 12-3 from here down to this outlet switch combo, and I'll explain why in just a minute. Alright, so we got the 3-gang box cut. They're actually turned out to be studs really close together on either side, so we're going to mount this vertically instead of horizontally. So we'll just have the switch at the top and then 2 plugs beneath it. And there's actually a piece of wood right inside here that's mounted flat, so there's about a 1-inch gap behind it, so I had to use the fish tape to get that in there. Fish tape, basically you can maneuver it to where it hugs the wall, it's easy to get through. Got a little hook that's bent on the end, and I'm going to hook this copper piece from here, and I snip the other 3 conductors in a way where they're offset, so it's not going to get just hooked up when we get up to the hole at the top. So I'll put that on there, tape it up real good, pull that through. This hole's already been cut, and then like I said, we'll just do a 12-2 from this outlet to here, and I'll show you how we wire it all up. So like I said, we've got the 12-3 coming through here. It's got the red, black, white, and the bare copper, which is going to be for the ground, which comes to up here, which we've got the red, black, white, and bare copper, and then we've got the red, black, and white, the black, white, and bare copper that comes over here to this one. So I'm going to make that up last, since that's where the power is. This one's going to get made up with the blacks together, because it's just going to feed power straight down there, and the red is going to be the switch leg feeding back up to power the plug. The grounds are going to get made together and then made onto the outlet, and the neutrals are going to get made together and back onto the outlet. Same thing down here. Power is going to go to the plugs and the switch, which would be the black wire. The neutrals are going to go to the two plugs, and the ground's going to go to the plugs and the switch, and then the red is going to be the switch leg, obviously connected to the other side of the switch from the black. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Two plugs. They're on all the time. And then one plug up top that controls the light by the switch. So, yeah. And then obviously this guy just made back up together and power turned back on. So, yeah, thanks for joining us again. If you've never used these, little tidbit, this plug tester, if it'll focus, which doesn't seem like it does, but this is a good way of testing your work. Depending upon the lights that light up, it will actually tell you what you did wrong. If the hot and the neutral are reversed, or you have an open ground, or no power, this will help tell you. But essentially, you want these two to be lit, not this one. And that means it's correct. So, yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like stuff like this, and hit that notification bell to see when more videos are made. Thanks.